Hey everybody, this is Andy here from WeareAllAroundgaming, coming at you with episode 4 of my Sonic Adventure DX playthrough. In the last episode, we did some crappy bosses, we did the ice level, and we did the sky chase. And spoiler, there's another sky chase. Okay, so this is Sonic, so we gotta find Tails, because they cannot, they're best buds, they can never be separated.
Why don't you try going to the casino?
I like going to the casino. Actually, I actually don't, but... Hold on, let's get this while I'm thinking about it. So there's like this, there's like an upgrade in here. I always called them new things when I was growing up. It's a donut. It's a donut that you wear on your wrist.
This is the crystal ring.
No, it's crystal ring.
This reduces the time needed to store power for the Lightspeed Dash.
Okay, so let's go to the casino. We're gonna go to this casino.
Sonic, wait up!
Oh my god, no, look. I was waiting for this. This is Sonic's girlfriend, Amy.
What's wrong with you anyway?
So this was kind of like an unfair thing in life. So I was growing up, I was playing this game in like 2nd grade. I thought that girls were gonna be the one chasing guys. Because like Amy's in love with Sonic. But Sonic is a badass, to be fair. And she's always chasing him, trying to get his attention. And I always thought it was going to be like that in real life, but... The irony about that is,
No trains are currently in service.
The irony about that is, in real life, as a man, you actually have to be the one chasing girls. Oh yeah, Zero, this robot that chases Amy, his soundtrack is so badass. This whole game is just badass.
No problem. He's just a chunk of cheesy hardware.
I feel like in the original game, he didn't say chunk of cheesy hardware. He said bag of bolts, I'm pretty sure. I don't know why they changed that. That doesn't seem like that'd be offensive, but honestly to God, nowadays... I think nowadays anybody can be offended by anything, man. You can find anything that someone will be offended by it. Somebody's probably offended by like I don't know, the Nintendo Wii or like axe throwing. There's somebody out there who's offended by it. You can't say anything nowadays. It wasn't really like that back when I was originally recording back in like 2013, 2014. Like I feel like yeah, there were like it was starting. Nowadays it's so bad. You can't say anything. Oh, dude. Oh. I'm gonna die. Oh no. Okay. Oh man, I need rigs. Oh god, I wish you gotta play this game. Like get it on the Steam Summer Sale. Almost any PC can run it, but man, the controls are just so bad right now. Like, there was a lot of potential here, and this was ambitious for the time. Like, they had pinball, they had kart racing, I guess, kind of, but it just never really came through. Now, the kart racing in Sonic Adventure 2. No! That was legitimate death. I can't believe that. I said in the first episode that if I ever have a death, it's probably not going to be my fault. It's because of the game. No, that was a legitimate death. Oh, dude, they're ganging up on me right now. I almost said something I shouldn't have said. I think most people can guess what I was going to say. Keyword the gang. Anyways, just got to get through here. But yeah, this was a very noble attempt at like dethroning Mario 64 as like the quintessential like 3D platforming game with like the cool company mascot. I know Sony was kind of on the stage too at this point. Whoa! Oh my god, I actually have to start trying. I know Sony was kind of on the stage now with like Crash Bandicoot. Oh, see, look, I can't, what am I supposed to do about that? I can't even get out of that. Anyways, so, like, yeah, so Sega was feeling like they were really, like, being trapped in, so I get that. Oh, come on, man. Don't do that to me. We'll just share the road. But, so I get that. But Sega kind of has, like, an interesting history, if you think about it. So, like, they were really only on top for the Sega Genesis. Like everything, like they had a one-hit wonder. They're kind of like Vanilla Ice, you know, like the rapper, like the guy who sings Ice Ice Baby. They were just a one-hit wonder, and like their first hit was like so popular that like they thought that they were like they knew what they were doing, but like honestly, they just got lucky. They just happened to have like double the amount of bit processing that the Nintendo Entertainment System at the time. Like Sega Genesis had 16, and the Nintendo Entertainment System had 8, and they just got real lucky in that. And they like that, but I gotta admit though, Sega had like a really good marketing campaign. Like they absolutely destroyed Nintendo. Like the Genesis felt like it was for like big kids, while like Nintendo felt and Mario felt like it was for kids, and like Sonic felt like it was for like cool kids, you know. They did a really good job with that. And but yeah, so the Sega Saturn was a total flop after that. Sega 32X, the Sega CD was a disaster too. But yeah, so Sega just really only got lucky once, and the Sonic IP, I guess you could argue like wasn't luck, because Sonic is just super cool. They did a great job of marketing, and to be honest, a good Sonic game is probably better than a good Mario game. Because let's be honest, like Mario is like cool, but Sonic goes fast, okay? And they tried to make Mario go fast, but it just can't compare to Sonic. Bowling. You know, one thing I've noticed about bowling, and I don't think that... I'm not trying to encourage drinking here, but I'm not a good bowler, but man, after I've had like 2 beers, I actually become like a decent bowler. Like, just recently I bowled like a 138, and like I had never done that before in my life. And I don't consider that to be, like, good. Like, I consider that to be, like, decent. Oh, man. I can't believe I actually died on the level. Like, I would have bet good money that I was going to be able to complete this whole game without dying. Then I would have been able to, like, go back and change the titles to, like, a no-death run. Oh, man! Didn't make it. I can't see. I don't know if you guys can hear it. There's like a buzzing noise. It's like a machine whirling noise. And no matter where I go, I don't know if that's like a bug or not, but... Also, can someone go back and like watch the original Sonic Adventure playthrough when Sonic first meets Zero? Like, I'm pretty sure he calls him a bag of bolts, not a cheesy chunk of hardware. I don't know why they changed that. That seems like an odd thing to change. Like, can anybody think of any reason why they would change that? I can't. Cheesy chunk of hardware. That's such a cheesy line. It's kind of like what they did with Dragon Ball. So, like, when I was growing up, I would watch Dragon Ball Z, and I loved Dragon Ball Z. Then, when they put on Dragon Ball Kai on Nicktoons Network, and I was so excited for it. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's going to be so great. They're, like, updating the graphics and everything. But they, like, changed the voice actors. And I don't know about you guys, but I get, like, really attached to voice actors. Like, if they change the voice actor on a show, I can't. I almost can't watch it. But, like, they changed Gohan's voice to make him... Because in the original Dragon Ball Z, like, Gohan sounds... He's like, yeah! He sounds like a... Kind of like a...
Welcome to Twinkle Park.
A teenager. But he's actually, like, 11 years old. But he sounds like he just got... It sounds like he's 16. Yeah, he definitely did not say hauled butt in the original, like, GameCube version. He probably said something worse. But I don't know. I have to go back and look because like this line just don't sound right. But anyways, what was I going on about? It was an interesting subject. Oh man, I can't remember. Oh, the dryer just went off. But oh man, what was I talking about? I was really interesting. I really wanted to finish that. Oh yeah, I was talking about Dragon Ball Z. So yeah, they changed his voice and like they made him sound like super girly. It's like, don't get me wrong, like it's age appropriate, but it just didn't sound right. Like it just made Gohan sound like a little girl. And they like changed a bunch of like the really good lines too. Like Goku they basically kept like a lot of his lines, but they were re-recorded to my knowledge, and it just didn't sound right. It's but they did redo the graphics, so they changed the intro song. The intro song was a banger. It was a badass bang. Oh come on, there you go. God, the running on wall controls are just. I feel like I'm complaining. Oh no! See what I'm talking about? That was not my fault. I did not do that. Whatever. But yeah, they completely changed the. It just didn't sound right, and I get like really attached to voice actors, like with Sonic too. Like I think I was talking about that in the first episode, but they changed the voice actor for Sonic to be like the anime one. It just doesn't sound right. I think so. In this game, it's a guy named Ryan Drummond, and I think he was like the perfect voice actor for Sonic. Like, he just sounds cool. All right, let's see if I can do this again. Okay, come on. No way. Oh man, gotta go fast. That's another. I just did the same thing again. But you know what? No. Speaking of things that got changed too, that's gonna be like the theme of this episode, I guess. Speaking of things that got changed, so, oh gosh, see these controls are butt, my dude. But like in Sonic in Smash Bros. Brawl, Sonic, one of his taunts is "You're too slow," which is funny, but apparently, believe it or not, some people found that offensive. So they changed it in Smash 4 to something else, but they in Smash Ultimate, that's a trap. Do not get that. Ooh. But yeah, so people were just offended by that. I always thought that was funny to like, oh, I can't see where I am. I always thought it was funny to like spam whenever you get a kill with Sonic, because like Sonic is like so fast you can barely even. I always thought it was hilarious to just spam the "You're too slow," but apparently that's offensive, and you can't say stuff like that. What else has been changed as a kid? I'm just trying to. That's like the theme of this episode. I'm trying to like think of things. If you could think of something, like something that you used to love as a kid, and then they like remixed it or like did a director's cut, and they had to like change some lines. Oh, yeah, that's another thing. So in the I'm never been a big reader, but in the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, this is just a recent thing. They can't. It's like there's this kid named Augustus Gloop, and he's like fat, but apparently it's offensive to say fat now. I don't know anymore. So they took out a bunch of words that like would like insinuate fat. This was cool. Like I never knew what was going on here because this doesn't make sense from a physics standpoint. But this building is massive, and I've been in New York City. I've seen some massive buildings, but this is ginormous. Oh, I just ran through that, and I was always unsure at this part if he was running up the building or down the building. But like obviously he's running down. But like the perspective makes it seem like he's running up the building, which I don't know. Okay, here we go. Banger soundtrack. Sonic is running from the police. Giving kids the right message. If you're fast enough, run from the police. Tell them I said to do it. Tell them I gave you permission. That will be a great defense in court. You know, I've never been arrested or anything like that. Ooh, I'm about to die. Some of my friends have been arrested though. They had too much to drink and then did bad things, which is something that you shouldn't do. I'm thinking in my later videos I'll probably like give advice like for stuff that I needed to hear when I was younger, or like when I was like the target age of this video. So I think this is a really good place to end this episode, so thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I hope that you'll watch the next episode.